my dear viewers and my favorite subscribers, my name is Love, and look what I've got. This is an old map which was drawn by my grandpa, and this map brings me to that lake, the place where the real tank is under the water. My crazy grandfather gave me this map and he told me that there is a tank on that lake right somewhere here. Personally, I don't believe him, but he sent me the voice message which sound like that.
Hello there, Slav. I gave you my word and marked the location of the drowned tank. You have to find it.
I have to find it.
I know you could do that. God bless.
Oh my gosh, yes, he is kind of weird, and he told me that this is the exact place where is the tank situated under the water. So I took my giant magnet to throw it right into that lake and see if this is true or false. Yeah, let's do that. Personally, I don't believe in that stupid story from my grandfather about the tank, but guys, look, right now I think I got something. Look, my rope is getting tighter. We got another catch. Let's see what's that and if it's connected to the tank. Come on, come on. That's a heavy one. Oh, okay, I can feel it. I still can feel it. Oh, here it is. Okay. Whoa, 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 have you seen that? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. What the heck? Whoa! This is a fuel tank. You have to put some fuel and you can fill up your tank as well, because look, it has military coloring. It is dark green and it has some numbers and letters right here. But this thing doesn't tell us that it's somehow connected with the tank, right? You can use it in nowadays as well to fill up with the regular car, not for the tank. So that's a nice find. It's kinda military, but it's not connected to the tank directly. So let's keep going, let's keep throwing. So our first find is so-so. Let's keep throwing a little bit more further to get more finds, maybe connected with the tank or maybe not. So, whoa. Hey, look, again, at the same point I'm throwing it, I'm always getting stuck. There's definitely something big, okay? That's kind of heavy, yeah? Maybe that's the tank. My magnet caught the tank. Is it possible? Come on. I lost something. Oh, my magnet is slipped, so now it feels kind of empty. Okay, let's see if we got anything, because I can feel something light on my magnet. Hey, look. Okay. Yeah? Whoa, whoa, yeah, we got something. We definitely got something. A very big and a huge screw. Have a closer look. It has green coloring. The dark green color is a special military color. It's the same color as the fuel thing we found before. Or how it's spelled correctly, I cannot remember. Fuel tank as well as tank we're searching for. But look, it's so old, it's almost destroyed. And do you remember how it was? I got something big on the magnet and then my magnet slipped away. So maybe we turned off the screw from the tank. Who knows? Let's keep going, let's keep throwing. We found a suspicious point right there. Maybe there is something big, but I'm still don't believe to my crazy grandfather. You've heard him, right? He's like kind of weird. But again, the same scenario. Something big on the magnet. My rope is tightened. Come on, come on. Yes, we're moving it. We're still moving that thing. Come on. Oh, no. No, again. I don't need another screw. For this time, this thing is bigger. Hey, yeah, it's bigger, yeah? It's bigger. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Whoa, what was that? But have a look. That looks like a old metal plate completely covered with rust and dirt. This is a dark green color, which means the military coloring. The same as our first find and as this part of the screw. They are the same coloring. Maybe this metal plate is a tank armor. Because look at that hole. That definitely was a hit. The impact of some kind of, I don't know, missile, rocket or something like that. I have no idea. So this piece of armor was destroyed right here. But I'm not sure if it's still connected with the tank or maybe with other military thing. So the only thing for us to know that is to throw at exactly at the same point, because now we know the approximate location. It is somewhere there. Right now, I still cannot believe in that. I still don't know. But tell me your opinion in the comments. Are these finds real or it's all kind of fake? Tell me, do you believe in what my grandfather told me and those strange maps or not? How do you think? Is it true or false? Ugh. That's another heavy find again. It's super heavy. Heaviest for today. I can feel it, definitely. It's moving. We have to be very careful not to lose this big find. Hey, look, it's, wow, something green comes out. What the heck? Oh my gosh. What the heck? Look at that thing. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. This thing is so heavy, as I told you. This is a real military crate. Oh my gosh. There are some signs here and also strange signs over there. These are strange letters everywhere. What does they mean? How do you think? Let me know in the comments if you have an idea how does this read and what does it mean. Let's move the magnet aside and it's time to open it up the military crate and see what's inside. Okay. Wow! Wow! What the heck, guys? Oh my god! Tank ammunition. This is a rocket. This is a missile. Look at these numbers. Look at that thing. I never saw anything like that before. Guys, actually, you'd better never try to repeat after me. This is very dangerous, but I have a special education so I can perform this. But you never should repeat after me. Better subscribe to my channel and that's gonna be the best option. Let's get it out very carefully. Let's put it here. Oh my gosh. This is extremely dangerous thing. If you will click that thing, it can explode at any moment, guys. I have no idea. Is it a tank ammunition or what is that exactly? It is very big, it has a large size, but I have no idea what could these numbers mean. If you know, please let me know in the comments. Actually, I already had magnet fishing connected with the military thing. You may use this hint to watch my previous video and compare, because there we also found some weaponry and other stuff. So if you're interested, please subscribe, watch previous video and then come back for us keep throwing the magnet further. So all these finds are somehow connected with the tank, but not for 100%. So I still do not believe to my grandfather right now, okay? So let's throw another magnet at the same point, right? And yeah, we got another catch. Look how many bubbles there are. That's another heavy find. Yeah. Come on, come on. Yeah, it's moving somehow. Oh, hey, guys, look. There is a thing. Something comes out of the water. Whoa! Whoa, what is that? Wait, what? Wait, what is that thing? Wow! Oh my gosh, guys, I know what is that thing. This is a special metal spike which is installed to do not let tanks go through. In the real life, it looks like this. It's much more bigger and much more powerful, but we found a kind of smaller version. Maybe this anti-tank spike I used to stop the small tanks, who knows? It is installed like that, and because of this special spiky form, the tank cannot go through. The regular vehicle can. It is impossible to perform that for the tank. Maybe this is our first find which actually proves the words of my grandfather. Maybe there was a tank. He was moving right through this pond, right through this lake, but there was installed an anti-tank spike system, and that was the reason why the tank had to stop. But we don't know that for sure, so let's throw another magnet. Wow, look, there are ducks! There are ducks! So leave your like for the ducks. Actually, if you're still watching and did not push the like, let's improve it. Let's put the like and subscribe to my channel, please. This is so important for me and I appreciate any type of your support. Okay, did you notice that I'm throwing always at the same point? Because every time I'm throwing there, I got my magnet stuck. You see how my rope is tightened? We caught something. And every time we're catching something big. But for this time, it looks like my magnet is slim. So it's not as heavy as the previous find. But look at the bubbles. Yeah, we still got something and we can get another find out of the water. Oh, here it is. Yeah, the thing. Wait, what? Whoa! What the heck, guys? Look at that thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. We have to be very careful. Very careful. This is a hand grenade. If I'm not mistaken, this thing is called F1. And it used to be look like in real life like this, but now it's completely covered with dirt and rust. Oh my gosh, this is a very dangerous thing because it can explode at any moment. Let's put it aside. And guys, do you remember what I told you? Never try to repeat after me because I am the professional. I know what I'm doing. This is crazy. We found two dangerous finds for today. One is a hand grenade, but I do not remember the real name because I'm not sure that it's called F1 or some kind of like that. And this tank ammunition. Now, what should I do? How do you think? Should I call the police or leave it as it is? Keep it as a souvenir? How do you think, guys? What would you do? Let me know in the comments, okay? But maybe this is another clue for our investigation. Do you remember this spiky thing? The tank stopper, right? So maybe there was a tank, kind of small tank, because this is a small spiky anti-tank system. It was stopped because of that thing, and then maybe this grenade was thrown right into the tank, like that. And the guardians, the soldiers from the tank, had to escape, not to explode, okay? But it is just my version. I'm not sure about that. We have to keep throwing to get more information, right? We are finding more and more proofs that here was something, not the tank itself, but something is connected to the tank. But guys, I think the best idea... so now we got a nice catch. I think the best idea is to go under the water with a scuba diving suit, right? If you want me to do that, let's reach 5,000 likes under this video and I will go under the water for you, okay? And I will show you the tank itself. No, it's again happened. I turned off something from the tank. Hey, look, the rain has started. Actually, what is the weather like in your country right now when you're watching, and where from you're watching? Write down in the comments. Okay, anyway, we have to continue our tank investigation and understand if my grandfather is a liar or not. Hey, look, we got something. Yeah? Wait, what is that? Whoa, guys! That's a very heavy find. This is a tank caterpillar. That's definitely a caterpillar. In real life, it regularly looks like that. So we found some kind of version of the tank caterpillar. It leaves a very specific trail on the earth. Let me show it to you. When the tank goes, it leaves the trail like that. One caterpillar after another. And in the end, we got that. This is a tank print on the earth. Whoa, yeah, that's a real caterpillar trail. And it used to be somewhere there. But guys, do you remember what I told you before? This tank's supposed to be a small tank. Actually, there are several types of tanks, right? There are small, middle, and the great big tanks, heavy tanks. This seems to be a small tank, yeah? This caterpillar is kind of small, like my two arms, yeah? It's not big as this or that. It is the smallest possible caterpillar. That's why we found a small anti-tank spike system. So now the story comes together. But what exactly happened there? Because now we started to find the tank by its parts. So they are kind of separated. There was a tank explosion or what? Let's keep throwing, let's keep going. So, to be honest with you, I started to believe my grandfather, and I'm keep throwing at the exactly same point, because now I have some kind of inner feeling that there is, on this approximate point, whole tank under the water. Or maybe it's parts. Yeah, every time I throw, I got a magnet catch, because the tank is still big. It's a small tank, but it still has a big size. Okay, come on, come on. Again, it happens again and again. Maybe this tank is kind of destroyed because of the rust, because of the water, but still, we can get something out of the water. What is gonna be? Is it gonna be connected to the tank for this time? Let's have a look, right? Whoa, what is that? Oh my gosh! Oh, I know what is that, guys. This is crazy. This is a unique uniform. Only tank soldiers are wearing this type of helmets. Yeah, this is not a stupid hat. This is a special helmet. This plugs for the ears to denoise the noise of the heat, of the impact, or even of the explosion. And this seems to be a special hanger. This hanger was installed inside of the tank for the crew to put on their helmets on it. As we saw before, I turned off that thing out of the tank. And let's try it out. Oh my gosh, guys. Yes, I cannot hear anything. These earplugs, these earplugs denoise everything. So guys, this is another 100% proof that here was a tank under the water. These things really makes me think that here was a tank, because only tank soldiers are wearing this type of helmet. This is crazy, right? But do you remember my theory? Do you remember my version that the tank crew have to leave their tank because there was a grenade thrown right inside of the tank? So maybe that's the true, but I still cannot understand what's happened next and where are the other tank parts. But we got a lot of finds that proves the words of my grandfather. But still, that's not the end. Let's go. I'd like to have more tank parts, or maybe I can get the whole tank out of the water. Because actually, in my previous videos, I pulled out the whole truck out of the water. You may use this hint to watch my previous video and found information about that. So you're welcome to watch my other videos, and please subscribe. This is very important for me. We still got the same point. We're always catching that tank. Okay, come on, let's try to move it just a little bit. Move it, come on! No, it slipped, or I turned off something again. Let's see, what is that gonna be? Here it is, yeah. Come on. Oh, wait, what was... Hey, whoa. What the heck, guys? We got something interesting and creepy on that time. Oh my gosh, I know what is that. This is a special pedal. This is gas accelerator pedal, but it has a special form, a very strange form, right? This is a tank accelerator pedal. They have metal pedals inside, not the regular, because you know that regular pedals looks like that, but this is a special tank pedal. But do you remember what I told you before? Unfortunately, we are searching for not the whole tank, right? We are finding the parts of the tank. So the pedal, the caterpillar, the piece of armor, all of these are connected to the tank somehow, but it's not in one piece. So maybe something bad has happened to this tank. I don't know, maybe this actually ammunition which was used not to shoot by the tank, or maybe it was used to impact the tank. Yeah, it has the same radius as this ammunition. So maybe this tank is unfortunately was exploded into pieces. Yeah, and now we are searching for these pieces. But guys, I have forgot to look at this helmet. I found an interesting detail here. We can find the date here, or maybe at least the year 1990. That means this hat and that tank is like 35 years old, right? This is crazy, guys. This tank is somewhere under the water for 35 years because of this whole situation. And now we have to continue our investigation to understand how it's happened exactly. The rain is becomes heavier and heavier. But I still want to continue the magnet fishing for my subscribers. So the weather has changed and we continue the magnet fishing, yeah? Have you noticed that we just had the rain and now we have the sunny weather? That's why I am interested where from you watching this video and what is the weather like in your country. Let me know in the comments. But now I'm sure that my grandfather is not a liar, and still from the same point we are getting a find, right? For this time it's not heavy, but it's some kind of stuck on the bottom of this water body. Let's see what we got on that time, because I can feel something, but it feels kinda small. What is that? Yeah? Okay. Oh, whoa. Wait. Oh my gosh, guys, do you know what is this heavy bullet is? This is a special anti-tank bullet. You're gonna need a special sniper rifle, a very heavy sniper rifle, to shoot this bullet, and it works in a very specific way. Regularly in real life this bullet looks like that, but it is very complicated. So look how it looks like from the inside, yeah? You can kinda separate. This thing is just some kind of powder, some kind of explosive powder, and this thing throws this small rocket inside of the armor. At the moment of the contact, it not just explodes, it spreads into pieces, and then it goes like a screw inside of the tank, defeating all the crew, unfortunately. That's a very dangerous ammunition for the tanks. It's much smaller than the regular ammunition to defeat the tanks, but it is much more dangerous than it looks like. But as far as I see, this tank was damaged more by this ammunition. I can assume that. But guys, still, this is a very dangerous thing. You have to be very careful carrying this thing. Hopefully it didn't explode, but still it is dangerous. I think we got enough proofs, but let's do one more throw. A great thanks to my grandfather, right? He gave me those maps, he gave me those coordinates and idea that here lies the tank in the water. And yeah, I can feel it right now again. Every time I throw there, I'm catching this tank under the water with my magnet. Oh, I think I teared off something from the tank again, but it's still heavy. It seems to be the heaviest find for today. I have to be very careful not to lose that thing to show this find to you. Hey, look, what is that? Oh my gosh, this is, what the heck? This is a tank barrel. Whoa. This is creepy! A real part of the real tank! Oh my gosh! This is crazy, guys! We found the tank hammer, the tank caterpillar, some small parts of the tank, and all of these finds are connected with the tanks. They has all same dark green coloring, as well as this barrel, as well as this tank. Let's see if this ammunition from out of this tank. No. It's much more bigger. That proves my version that this tank was attacked and the tank crew have to escape this tank and leave it as it is. Yeah, right. Unfortunately, we found a lot of stuff which kind of means that this tank is partly destroyed. The accelerator, the caterpillar, the armor, the barrel itself. So all of these finds means this tank is still there somewhere under the water, but it is separated into the parts. So the only option for us left is to go under the water with a scuba diving suit and see what actually has happened to that tank. If you want me to do this, please, let's reach 5,000 likes under this video and write a lot of comments about that, okay? So in my future videos, I'm gonna do this for you. But right now, you'd better click on that video. So click on that. Maybe that's the continue of our series over already. I hope you did not forget to subscribe to my channel, not to skip my future videos. And now you're gonna click on that video. Thank you anyway. My name is Slav, and bye.